All right, welcome to one of the what I call it. I think this will be the first fire shot I'm having in the city of Port Harcourt, and it's going to be mind blowing. Deep secret, as I said on my post, the last post I did, deep secret will be reviewed here how you can actually scale your business or your personal brand using visual or video marketing strategy. And actually, we're looking at how to strategically use video to market our brand in 2020. Enough said, video is the in thing right now. Like if a brand, if you're a brand, whether big or small, you're not taking advantage of the technology behind the video or the opportunity that videos are presenting to you. I don't know what is going on, because these big brands, social media, these big social media platforms, so Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, and all of them are spending heavily in making sure video is being delivered. That means a time is going to come that every content, 80%, right now about 45% of the content that are consumed on social media are video. So a time is going to come, 80% of the content that's going to be consumed on social media or on any other online platform will be videos. Yeah, it's happening right now. That means before you buy anything, either you wear visual, or what I call it VR goggle, to get a real experience of what you are about buying. That is where it's going now. So today I have so many persons in the studio with me today. The Mr. Controversial, the bosses of all bosses. I begged him so heavily so that he comes. I told him that you have to come. You can't just come and see. He wanted to come and sit in the class. I said, no. He said he wants to come and I said, let's learn from each other. So I say he must be on board. So right here sitting with me, it's one of the biggest blogger in the city. He has a brand called Oga Media Consult. They're doing very well. If your stuff is not on his blog yet and you're in the city of this Port Harcourt, there's something wrong. So put your hands together, those of you in the studio, put your hands together for my man, my brother, Young Andy. Then sitting next is my brother also. I've been with him for over 2-3 years now. I call him the content god, Owen J. Shedrack. I call him the content god because he has actually been doing a lot of stuff for big brands, not only in the city of Port Harcourt, but also in Nigeria, in terms of creating strategic content, how they can scale their business, how they can acquire customer and whole lot. So put your hands together for Mr. Owen J. Shedrack. So today we are going to be talking. We're not going to waste so much time because this live stream is supposed to terminate at exactly 11 o'clock or before 11 o'clock. So there's nothing much to say that we are going to say here that you have not heard. But there are some things we are going to say here that you need to jot down. When I mean jot down, for those of you that are watching online, for those of you that are in the studio, you need to get your paper, you need to get your pen and write it down. Because this thing, if you're supposed to pay for it, is coming heavily. Why I'm saying that, because why this thing is being free is because some persons have actually made it free. Some companies have actually made it, like especially Eden Kingdom Lounge. Shout out to Eden Kingdom Lounge for providing the space we are using. Put your hands together for them. The live stream is being brought to you by Ficos TV, which I'll be talking a little about how it started and the rest, and also my personal brand, okolo. And everybody that is going to be talking is going to be I'm going to put in heads together to chat today, also contributing to the success of this event. And that means that these are the people that pay the sacrifice for you to get this for free. So that means you're supposed to be paying heavily to get what is coming to you now. So don't take it for granted. I want us to go for a commercial break. When we come back, I'll take on some of the strategy we can actually apply in 2020 to grow our video marketing content. Go for a commercial break. All right. So quick one. All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Remember, my name is Austin Okolo. I am a video market king. I crown myself, live verse. I crown myself video marketing king because I've actually gone for some serious training. I didn't crown myself because I like crowning myself. I've actually taken my time to go and study what it is because the future is video, my friend. The future is video. I position myself because I believe that a time is going to come if you don't have a skill, I mean a video skill, I don't know, you have a skill as a video and know how to create video, you'll be obsolete. That's what it means. So I'm going to be throwing a little about the strategy we are supposed to use for 2020. Not in depth because I have some person with me, so I've just thrown some like so that we'll have at least a formal launch on what a strategy is. And it's not this particular fire chart. It's not more like it's not a training which will actually teach you how to do a particular thing, but also to point out some things you need to go and make more research on or develop on. So I put some things down which I want us to run down because I don't want to take so much time, and we also should put it down. You also should write it down. So we are going to be looking at some of the strategy which some person have been using or some brand have been using that have been helping them. I'm going to run through them, then later we'll now, talk about them, like expatiate on them. So quickly, let me talk about video marketing. Video marketing as a whole. Video marketing is simple, it's marketing, but this time around you are using a video. You are using a video. And marketing implies that you promote or you market your product or service to increase engagement on your digital or social channel, educate your customers, or reach your audience with new medium. That means you are using videos to reach out to people, to educate them. Now, people complain that people, they know they pay me much, they know they pay me, they know they pay me, they know they pay me. If somebody does not see your value, he won't pay you. So sometimes you don't need to argue with anybody that doesn't want to pay you more. All you need to do is to educate the person why the person needs to pay you. Simple. So that is the essence why video is even better, because the person will see your face, will see expression of your face. You are telling the person exactly what you want the person to hear. And trust me, video is more convincing than text. Just like phone call is more convincing than, is more, what I call it. I think phone call, you hear the pitch of the person's voice, you hear the tone of his voice, you hear the expression. You can hear a lot of things you can hear from the person's voice. The same way, if you're sending an email, all you see just a line of text, and the person can even be mistaken if you don't put your grammar correctly. So the same thing, video, it's more engaging. That's why video marketing is the thing. So what are the strategies that some persons have been using that's been working and which will still keep working, and some things that people are not paying attention to? So number one, you need to have a real goal. Number one, have a real goal. I mean, what is a real goal? Have a real goal. Like, have a goal. This is what I want to achieve. This is what I want to get. If I start this marketing campaign by next year, I want to get this. It could be subscribers, it could be number of views, it could be number of sales, it could be anything, but you need to have a real goal. Number two, you establish a KPI. You know what a KPI means, right? KPI is key performing indicators. That means now, if you start launching a campaign about a particular stuff, there's that tendency that the immediate gratification that you need will not be there. What I mean, maybe you're expecting to have 1,000 sales, you might sell up to 3. Expecting to have 2,000 sales, you might sell up to 2. So, but if you have a KPI, what a key performing indicator, some things that you'll be looking at that will tell you that what you are doing is right. Do you know why some people give up? Why they are acting on why they are working on some project is because they don't have some things that will point to them what they are doing is correct. So the truth of the matter is just some things that you are actually doing right now is correct. It's just that it's not performing the way you expected it. But key performing indicator are those things that you look at, okay, because of what I'm doing is right. So you need to know you need to establish it. You need to know those things that will point you so that you will be relaxed while you keep working. Because sometimes you might work up to 4-5 years before you start seeing real results. The next one is know your audience. That is, at least you know the people you are talking to. We'll expatiate more of this one later. Figure out the best content by having an A/B A/B testing consistently. We'll talk about this more later. What I mean by A/B testing, it should even be A/B normal. The normal language is A/B test, but the truth of the matter is you might have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, like to Z test, especially in this country, Nigeria. Nigeria, you go test higher. You need to test, till you now say, okay, this is what is performing, this is what is performing. Then you go to the next one. Then you go hard on the best performing to gather your audience. That means after most time when some people start a particular, like this, what I'm doing now, let me tell you, this particular type of content, they fly you. Let me tell you, for this content to fly, I need to put money to push it. But there are some content that we put out now. I know some content that will perform well as I'm sitting down here. But you see, a brand is a brand. A brand is a brand. So if I test whole lot of things, I'll know, okay, this is what is working. Then I find that one that is working. Then I push hard on it. We'll expatiate on this as we move on. So go hard on the best performing to gather your audience. So that means do not be sentimental. Go hard on it when you get that one. Gather the audience because you need people to listen to you. We'll talk about this later. So 6, create small version of your big video content. Most of you that are into movies, most of you that are into music videos, create smaller version of your content. We'll expand about this later. We'll talk about, there's some persons I will give you the story. Somebody like Das. I don't know if you heard of Das. Das is one of the rappers, fastest growing rapper now is Das. I think you should know Das. This one is a music lover. You should know Das. We have something like Real Prince. These people are not popular, right? Some of you don't know them. But trust me, those guys in the next 2-3 years, based on what they are doing, I'll make research on them. They will outperform lots of people that are doing some things now. They will have somebody that all of you know, Dr. Bass. There are some things he was doing then he's not doing now. Maybe I wish he was listening. I wish he can listen to this. That those things he was doing, that was the things that made me to know him. And made me to even give him some things for free. I did some things for him. I'm not saying that I did it for him. He made me to do those things because he was able to get my attention. That's the point I'm trying to say. So he's not really doing. I don't know whether he's doing it, but I believe I'm not seeing it again. So those are those. Then 7, identify and locate resources. We have limited resources. You don't have so much money, so you need to allocate your resources based on what you have. Number 8, create a video content calendar, like January, February, March. What are you going to be dropping? April, May, June, July. Then 9, run ads consistent. That is the part people don't want to hear. They don't like to hear ad. Give Facebook money for what? I like give Facebook money. But run ad consistently. Talk about it. Then remarket your audience. I think I listed 10. Let me go over it again before we continue. Set a real goal. Establish your KPI. 3, know your audience. 4, figure out the best content by having an A/B testing consistently. Go hard on the best performing to gather your audience. Create small version of your big video content. 7, identify and allocate resources. Create a video content calendar. 9, run ad consistently. 10, remarket your audience. Those are just 10. There are lots of them, but trust me, if you put these 10 down, you're able to do it. At least do 8 of them. You go blue. So I will throw this. Now this is a fireside chat. Listen, this is a fireside chat. That means everybody here, we are supposed to talk. This is not a training. So there's some person that are, maybe you should move the camera around. Let them see. Move the camera around so that they can see. There's some person in the studio, right? So that I can see. We have one of my boss there. So we are supposed to drop. We're supposed to say something. You're supposed to ask questions. So you can interrupt us and ask questions. Say shots. There's supposed to be. I think this is a fire. This is a fire. So this is a fire. So we are around. We are around the fire now. So it's a fireside shot. So this is the fire. Some people say, where is the fire? Some people are here to see the fire. So you cannot see it now. This is the fire. So I'm going to talk about. I'm going to throw the thing open. So who is going first? Content God.
Should we be opposing the mic? Because I can still pass the mic to Benny. Okay, good morning Nigeria, good morning world, good morning Port Harcourt, good morning everyone on the studio, in the studio rather. Okay, a big privilege to be here. Seeing video marketing from the brand perspective, sometimes it's important, but as well, brands need to start to see video marketing from the customer's perspective. And we are in a data driven world. And if you are a business, no matter how small you are going to be doing yourself the service if you think that anything that has to do with numbers, data does not concern you. And looking at the world we are, there are about 8 billion people already. And Nigeria, for instance, we are hitting almost 200 million. That's a large number of people. But the numbers that concern us is, let's say, the digital numbers, especially when we consider internet access. YouTube, for instance, has it that about 1.5 billion people are active on YouTube monthly. That's a that's a large number of people. Okay, and when we are looking at businesses now, we are not looking at just saying we are selling only for the people who are living close to our environment. Even if it is so, we are trying to build brands that has local impact with global reach. So which means that 1.5 billion people should be paying attention to you, assuming you also want to tap into this global reach. So where I'm driving to is this. Video helps us to, pass our brand message as clearly as possible. And as well, the cost of customer acquisition, if you see it from, okay, I'm targeting small businesses in Port Harcourt, and these small businesses make up to 10,000, and I'm just needing just 5% of this 10,000. 5% is about 500. I think I'm right. So targeting 500 people, to get one person in that 500 may be up to 20,000 naira. That may be the cost of getting that one person, and the lifetime value of this person may be 10 million naira. But then before I may get this person, I may start with running ads, then hoping that the person listen, then run another ads and hoping that the person now become aware of me and all that. But then the strategy I used to go about this matters. How video comes in, this customer journey can be from getting to see you at the first time, getting to know what you do, and now probably considering you in the midst of your competitors before finally they take action. But you see what video marketing does? It reduces your customer journey. So somebody watching your video can have a clear idea of what you do. I last month or so, Austin did a video for Eden Lounge, and it was for the Experience Eden campaign. To be sincere with you, I got connected to Eden with that video because the narrative was Eden Kingdom Lounge is actually one of the premium lodge in Port Harcourt that only does non-alcoholic beverages. The midnight life or the nightlife in Port Harcourt is really at high, and a lot of time people in the weekends or closing the day, they would like a spot where they can just sit out and have a cozy environment to themselves, experience life without having to see people smoking and the rest of them, or maybe other kind of people as well. But then Eden Launch is offering that. So personally, I really don't know any other launch like this, but I only got that from that video. I was thinking maybe apart from Gospel Gang Party in Eden Lounge, there's really nothing significant. All right, so my customer journey with Eden Launch is almost like reduced up to 90%, because the next time I'm thinking about doing anything and I want an environment like this, my consideration will be what? Eden Lounge. It's as simple as that. So video marketing reduces our customer journey. And a strategy we have to connect with is customer education. And oftentimes, the most scalable kind of businesses are businesses that run products. So you can actually do your cash flow easily because you can attach a value to a product, but not like for services. So now, service based business is also catapulting as well as product based businesses. But then, selling a product based business, you have to understand that customer education is actually the difference between why they will consider you to your competitor. So if you are selling hair, sometimes you need to narrow down to what's really significant or special about your hair. What feeling will your hair give the next girl that is getting your hair? And you see people who create apps and the likes of them. Truth is that running internet penetration is low. Digital savviness is almost like up to 30%. But then, if you are doing a product uh, uh, that you expect the user to use without having to interact with you or call you for help or support, it means you have to take your customer education very serious. Else, if I have constraint trying to use your product and I'm having something that gives me more convenience, what do you think? I'll run to the person that would has more convenience. So you have to educate your customer so that they probably will not need you to use your product efficiently. And lastly, you know, brands now like to say a lot of things that they do, and they try to act like superpowers and like I don't know what I'll say, but then brands who try to humanize themselves sell better. Telling the story that you are also human, your teams are human, people who are walking around are human, they have a life, and that is one of the main reasons why they can connect with you as a customer without having to make you feel like you are dealing with people who are sci-fi, who are in a sci-fi world. So because I'm a brand, I also have people that make up the brand. So with video marketing, people can sell that story better. All right, and it's really very important for you to sell your brand experience, and it cuts across any area of service you can think about. So for now, I think we'll talk more. So maybe uh, young Andy, you cannot dodge the mic. So
Good morning, everyone. My name is Young Andy. I'm a journalist, online content creator. For me, I've always wanted to create visual contents, but at some point I realized it was a lot of work because I write a lot, and after writing, is to sit down to edit videos and all that. But thank God, technology is improving. A lot of things are coming up, and these days you don't necessarily need a laptop to edit a video. You just use your phone to edit videos, and gradually things are changing. And visual content is one thing that we cannot do without. At some point, just this year, just this that was yesterday. I was telling you that I really want to learn something about videos and all that because I've realized there are a lot of stories in the Niger Delta we've not told. Truth be told, when BBC come to Africa, they just pick what they want, and we are not telling our own stories. And when you write it down and you send it to them, my brother, I've tried it 1,001 times. Magazines, newspapers, they hardly publish these things. You understand? So if we have those videos flying out there and we begin to tell our own stories, people would get to understand that no, this is not really what the BBC or the Al Jazeera shows us about Africa. This is the real Africa. I watched a documentary a friend did, and I was like, wow. Like recently, I went to Bundu. We all know Bundu, Bundu Waterside, and yeah, man, when you go Bundu, you see this, you see this, you see that. They tell you all sort of bad things about Bundu Waterside. But I went to Bundu, I discovered a lot of creative talents there. I noticed that a lot of people that really wanted to succeed. They really want to succeed. I think during there was this event at Punto Sugar. We gave a sewing machine to one of the girls there. You understand? And this lady has a story. They all have stories to tell. So imagine we're creating visual content that are really telling these stories. Recently, Bobby Rack started a short film exhibition. I experienced something, and these videos really go far. whether we like it or yes. It goes far compared to what we write, because what we write is definitely, if you have the time to read, you can read what we write. But if it's video, you can just sit in your office, position your Android phone somewhere, and watch videos while you're working. You understand? So visual contents are really going far, and I think it's one thing everybody should at least understand how to, if not necessarily using it to make money, at least know how to use it to research on certain things. I learned web design on the internet just because I just searched YouTube and I just told someone I really want to learn how to design websites, and they gave me options. And I sat on one whole night. I was just watching and editing from my laptop, and I was able to create a blog that I used to. That's Young Andy's blog. You understand? That was how I created it. I didn't go to any web designer to teach me how to design websites and all that. So people are putting out this contents on daily basis. You understand? And I think it's one thing we all have to hold tight. Businesses, there are 1,001 businesses in the Niger Delta, in Port Harcourt, for instance, that are really waiting for us as marketers to come meet them and do business with them. But the question is, will you be able to tell their story the way they want it? Or will you be able to tell your followers the story that your followers want to see about this particular place? You understand? So I think it's something where we key into it and we bring creativity, the creative ideas, put it together, we'll be able to achieve a lot. From, I don't know much myself. I came here to learn, so I think Austin should be teaching us more.
You have said it. Well, this is not a training. If it's a training, maybe I should charge him very high. It's not a training. Well, it's actually this is more than a training. Please don't get it wrong. It's more than a training, because there are some things that are going to be said here. They're going to be said here today. That please, if you're watching online, you're here. If you don't use it, you go vex me. I'm telling you, you go vex me, because these are these people that are seated here now. Especially, let me talk for myself. If I have to train you for this thing, trust me. If you come after this training now, listen though, may not be like say we dey talk now. After this training, you come and Austin, come and show me this thing. I go tell you price. So this is the only place you can actually get it for free. What I'm saying is because everything is going to be said. Anything we will not talk here now, you know they're necessary. I'm telling you now. Because especially, I'm talking for myself. I'm going to say everything. Now, I'm going to talk about how to create for YouTube. At least for now. That one, I don't figure them out to some extent. Not totally, but at least to some percentage, because I've actually gotten a predictable result. That means I can duplicate my results. And I've duplicated it over and over for so many persons, so many brands. And it has worked. That's why I'm shouting. You know, so when you know something, your mouth will be sharp. So what I'm saying is this. That's why I say, please, put down, jot down, or record, or go to austinokolo.com/webinar and rewatch this content. It's going to last for only an hour. So a lot of things going to be said here today. There's one person that put hands together for him. He's the person that has been creating content for Dr. Bass. I have to pull him to this place. So imagine what that means. Dr. Bass become famous by this guy's content. Now through this guy's content, now I tell you Dr. Bass. I told you something earlier. Waiting I see from this boy. I made me give Dr. Bass free. I did a free listing for like 2 of his events now. That thing I charged nothing less than 150K. He got it for free because of a video I saw online. See that thing they work, Abi? And they speak PG, may not be like so they speak too much English here. But the truth of the matter is this: your video, it's your business. The time is going to come that in a company, if a video person is not in that company, it's just like an accountant. There's some establishment that if an accountant must be there, right? Must have an accountant, must have a whatever. So a time is going to come, they need to have a video man or a video department that will be in charge of creating content with videos. So that is the way it's going. So if you understand this thing faster, you will be the top of your field. So please, I'm repeating it again, jot down, put this information that's going to be disseminated to you into practice immediately. Let me say something before I move the mic to the next person. How many people know that this particular event, I have the privilege of shooting the ad with 4K camera? How many of you saw the ad? You saw the ad that was flying on Facebook. So the video that I did with my phone, I did it here. I was even feeling very bad that day. I just pulled out my phone. And did you know what I did it with my phone? I have cameras. I have access to a 4K camera. I have access to a full HD camera. I have access to a good mic. I have access to, but I choose to use my phone because to show you that you don't need to have a professional gears to start creating content. That's the misconception people have. They call me, oh, I want to partner with you. Stop all these partnering things. Go and get a good phone, 35,000, and start creating that video content. I'm telling you the truth. So if you meet anybody for partnership and they call price, so don't get angry. They know they support our own PH. They know they support. You be shouting. You shout and just shout and kill yourself. You don't get angry. Are they lie? They know they meet you. You know they support your own. You know they support your own. But the things you are supposed to do, you not go and do. You now say, no, they are not supporting me. They are not supporting my brand because, nah, then do. It's a person's business. Somebody like this guy now, he came here, he needs money. He needs money. So you now come and maybe he has not even eaten that money. You now send him a text that, please, there's a concept I have. Let's sit down and talk. What are you talking? Something that you can just get your phone and go and start. This thing you are watching now, the ad is actually running. It runs till 12. It's on now. It's all over Port Harcourt. I retarget the people that have been watching my video. I retarget some. I didn't put so much money, so it didn't reach so many people. But that ad is running now, and it's very real. You are seeing my face. You are seeing my pimple. Real. That's what people want now. If ad is even too polished these days, people don't even interact again. They say, this one and form now ad. People hate watching ad. How many of you actually on your TV and say, today I want to watch an ad? Nobody. How many of you take your phone, you just say, today I want to open Facebook, I want to go watch ad? You even had ad blocker. That means, how many of you watch Telemundo? When they are showing their ad, my wife is an example. When they are showing ad, I say, why are you changing the channel and say, no, this ad, they don't show this ad? That means nobody likes watching ad. So that means, and the ads were spent, you was telling me about an ad that was done in Lagos, 7 million naira, 10 million naira. And trust me, I've not even seen it. And you are comparing yourself with, but see, if you do something with your phone and people say it, I'm saying it now, so before it flies off my head, if you do something with your phone, people believes it more because it shows your real self, either your real brand, and it shows you are not perfect. People like it because majority of us are not perfect. All of us are not perfect. That means we like to relate with something that somebody that is trying. That is one thing that social media has that people have not figured out. So people are actually going after doing something perfectly. That is not social media. That is for TV. But social media, they want to see the real you, come out yourself. That's why I try as much as possible not to front any image that I can't continue. Some person that they are stuck with some image they are on social media because they can't continue. So your phone is your first asset. Pick up that phone. Start doing that video. Do anyhow. Post it. I talk about A/B test. So you do this one, you know fly. Do the next one, fly. Trust me, before you go reach 10, one will fly. Then you start doing it. So I'll push the mic to who is going next? Who is ready to talk? Okay, alright. So I'll push the mic to my man, X Photography. He's one of the content creators in the city too. This one guy that you need to watch out for. I know the people I'm bringing on this thing. No, sometimes do you know another thing I did? You know why I didn't want to bring some person that is very popular yet? Because you will say they already made it. I want somebody that you actually see that after this thing you see where this thing that this guy was saying that day. This is where he is. Especially people like me. None of you don't know me. At least you know me now. At least you know me now, B. See why the video is good. So, S Photography is going to talk. Emmanuel is going to talk for 2 minutes while I push the mic to Dennis Bedula. One of the. You need to hear this guy talk. You need to hear him talk. When it comes to musical video, forget it. This town, I think I'm the number one now. Bobby Rack now their master, but at least right now. So let's hear Emmanuel talk. Why Bedula go next?
All right. Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. First, I want to apologize for coming late. All right, quickly. Video content is very, very important. Very, very important. I say that because people will easily pay for what they can see visually. Not, I can do this, it's just talk. People need to see what you can actually do. I don't know if you're getting me. So, coming 2020, if you are a content creator, just like you said, these our phones are called smart for some certain reasons. You can easily push your content out there. Professional cameras are good. I'm not disputing that fact, and I believe nobody here is disputing that fact. But for you to be able to raise a certain amount of money to get all these gears, some of us might not be able to do that yet. Some of these cameras, 400, 500, 1 million, depending on the kind of camera you're going for, depending on what you want to achieve. But you can get a good smartphone, just like I said, 35, 40, 50k. Get a good, phone, a good camera phone, and you can shoot your videos. You can take pictures. Now, there's some cameras. I'm a photographer. There's some cameras that have some of the professional, effects in a camera can give to you right in your phone. For those who are used to, photography term, my camera and I can set my ISO, which some normal phones cannot do. So that can give you a good quality picture. So if you're interested in creating maybe photographic content or video content, your smartphone can do the job for you. Most of the YouTube videos you watch, if you don't see behind the scene, you wouldn't know that it was shot with a smartphone. Highest what they do, they put the phone on a gimbal and use. You wouldn't know if they don't tell you. You do that, you shoot it, use some of this software, do your editing, and that's all. So just like he said, it will get to a time where if you cannot create visual content for people to see, you won't be able to sell your brand. You won't be able to move your brand to the level you want it to be. So I would urge us to, take this opportunity very serious. Whatever you want to do, don't wait. Just like you said, people call, oh, let's collaborate, let's partner, let's do this. Some professionals don't have that time. You might feel that, okay, this guy is proud, this guy is feeling his. My dear, that is your opinion. Some of them or some of us, we don't have that time to say, okay, we want to partner with you on this project. We have paid projects. A friend of mine, posted something on Instagram. He's a photographer in Lagos. He said, paid job first before collaboration. If I do a collaboration with you, and I have a job who's somebody have paid me for to work on, I can't leave my paid job and work on your job first. You get me? So, people want to, have their agenda, their priority as regards their job. So if you're coming into like, okay, let's partner, let's do this, they have to do it on their own terms, and you have to be patient enough to wait for them or to follow them. So my advice, just like I said, is get a good smartphone. If you want to create video content, you can start. Put it out there. Like I said, be original. Don't aim for the perfect job yet. If you're just starting, start with something. There's a guy now on Facebook. He does some skits. The videos are almost looking like black and white, but he's consistent in it, and now he's beginning to get audience. He uses his phone to do it. So whether you believe it or not, he believes in what he's doing, and from 10 views, 20 views, 100 views, he's growing his brand. Tomorrow he has a little money and he pays a professional to shoot with a professional equipment for his kit, and he blows up tomorrow. People will say, oh, that's when people want to identify with him. No, start with what you have now. When I started photography, I didn't have a camera, but I was still doing jobs. I will go and hire or borrow from a friend. That is how it is. Today I have my own equipment. So you must be willing to start from where you are with what you have. People are not supporting you. Nobody wants to support you when they don't know where you're heading to. Start something. Let somebody see that, okay, this guy or this lady has started something, and they'll be willing to follow you, willing to push. But if you have not started anything yet and you're waiting for somebody to come to want to invest in what you're doing, nobody will do that, including your parents. So I will stop here for now and pass the mic over to him.
Thank you very much.
Um, Good morning, everyone. My name is Dennis Bedula. I'm a filmmaker. Um, a lot of speakers here have talked about the benefits of making videos for marketing and everything. So I will not talk much about that. I'll just go straight to telling you how to make these videos. The simple way, the ones you can understand and do them on your own, DIY methods. Okay, your smartphone is really smart. It shoots 1080. 1080 is your normal TV screen you see every day. So, um, first of all, when you want to shoot a content for your adverts or something on social media or something you want to use, one of the first things you need to consider is pre-production. That is planning. If you plan well, you've done 90% of your work. A lot of videos fail because you don't plan. You don't even know what you want to shoot. You just go straight and start shooting. 90% of your work is done in pre-production. Now, when I say pre-production, there are things in pre-production you need to do. First of all, um, let's start with like storyboarding. Storyboarding is like getting pictures of the things you want to shoot, how you want to see them, how you want to see the finished work. It might be drawings, you might even write them down, shooting scripts. Those are your storyboarding. If you do that, you can at least sell your idea to whoever you are working with. Maybe you're working with a presenter or a camera guy or whatever, a small crew you're working with. You can actually sell the idea. Everybody sees what your vision is about. Secondly, your person you're interviewing or whoever is talking should know what is going on. Like, prepare word to word. If they're standing up, sitting, and everything, they should know. So you guys don't end up start doing multiple takes and the person is tensed up and doesn't really deliver what you guys wanted to do. Okay. Then thirdly, it's about framing. To make your work at least acceptable, the way you see them on YouTube and Instagram, your framing matters a lot. Now, when I say framing, let me come to the usual part. A lot of you hold your phones like this to snap photos, right? Now, when you want to take a video, this is how it should be. This is called landscape. The one you do is portrait. Whenever you're shooting a video, always go on landscape. Don't try portrait. It would never work. I would have gone deeper to tell you about rule of thirds. Rule of thirds is like dividing your screen into 9 parts with 2 lines, horizontal and vertical, 2 lines. Where you shift your image to the side, where you can get other things, composition, everything in your video. That's too deep. But at least, if you can frame very well, at least get the tripod or something that can keep your phone or device, anything you're using, at a stable point. Then you haven't done like a professional already. Then lastly, I'll talk about is sound. Most of you just go about making your videos and your sound, it comes out crappy because you're in your room, a very noisy place or something. Sound is really, really important. Your video can be whack or not good, but if your sound is good, nobody would pay attention to how your video looks like. Your sound is key. If you can get to a quiet place, get a lapel mic, a little pin-up mic that you can connect. You can still connect it to your phone and record. Your phone can do all of these things. Get a pin-up mic, go to a quiet place, and make sure your sound comes out like nicely before you put out that content. Then I can go further, like talking about lighting. Though if you're shooting your phone, most of your phones are very equipped. You don't really need that much light. But if you're shooting in a dark place, a place that is not well lit, try as much as possible to light. I'll give you just one tip about the lights. I'm a professional. You guys still need to hire me, So I'll tell you about just one point lighting. Whenever you're lighting, try not to light straight to the subject. No, you're always tempted to light where the camera is. You're lighting. Those stuff flattens your image and makes it look like it's cartoon. When you're lighting, light from the side. If it's one light, forget about if it's dark. There's a dark point here or whatever. Just light from the side. You'll get a good video. I think that's all I can say. If you can do all these little things, these small things now with your phone, I bet you come out with a very nice video. If your video is nice, you're good to go. Thank you.
Hands together for him. So let's head on to a small commercial break, so that when we are back, I'll just throw in one or two things about YouTube and one other thing. Then I'll open the floor to people that are around. So we'll be back. All right, welcome back. For those of you watching online, welcome back. For those of you in the studio, we are still together. Put your hands together for yourself. Quick one. We have lots of people here right now. This place, some people thought we will not start by 10. That's why they are coming late. Some people will come by 11. Trust me, Nigeria, they'll come by 12. And before they come, we don't go out. So, quick one. Are we good? Okay, quick one. So I'm going to be throwing a little light on how to create content for YouTube. A little light about some things he said. There's some of the things he said. He's saying it from his own perspective as a music video creator and also as a cinematographer. But there are some things. It's all correct. Don't get me wrong. It's all correct. But there are some things I want to point out that he didn't mention. Not that he didn't mention it because he's saying from your own perspective as a cinematography. But when it comes to social media, Facebook, Instagram, there is what we call aspect ratio, which he said put it landscape. That is a landscape that's 16 by 9, right? I think that is it. But for social media, the ideal size, if you want to get a real engagement for social media, Instagram is 1 by 1 or 5 by 4. What I mean is that even though your video was shot in this form, you need to find a way to make it fill up that space. Yeah. If you open your Instagram now, you should discover that there is a particular picture you want to put, they will crop it for you into 1:1. Instagram is by default, I think it's 1:1. They'll crop it for you. But you can actually do 5:4 is even more ideal, because if somebody is scrolling down and your picture should fill up a good portion of your screen, they engage more. That is what they believe. And trust me, if I'm pushing an ad for mobile devices, there are sometimes I don't push out to PCs. Mobile device users are more. So I fit that ad to 5:4 or 1:1. What I mean is that you can actually shoot like professionally. You're supposed to shoot like this, but while you are curating for social media, Instagram and maybe possibly Facebook and Instagram, basically you make it 5:4, 1:1 for proper. Not that if it's like this, it will not have engagement, but the people that did the platform say you should do 1:1 or 5:4 for mobile people to enjoy it. PC, if it's like this, better, because it fill up the whole wide screen. Laptop is like this. Phone is like this. So the ideal is that if you're going for phone, it should be like this. But if you're going for PCs, you go YouTube landscape best. Why? Because you have YouTube for TV now. Most PCs, even now, YouTube for mobile is there now. YouTube for mobile has even adopted the 1:1 ratio and 5:4 ratio for mobile. But for their TVs, for their devices, their whatever, it's still 16:9. That is the landscape. Are we good? So that if you're creating your video for any platform, you should know what it means. So he didn't say that because there is not so much time. Then secondly, YouTube. Let's talk about YouTube a little, just in the next 2 minutes. Now, how do you create content for YouTube? YouTube is no man's land. Please remove your emotion when you're creating content for YouTube. Let me tell you the truth. When I started Ficos, let me just run that. When I started Ficos TV, I had a very big dream, like what most of the people that are doing TV in this town are doing. Like this kind of a show. Yeah, I have an idea. Like this kind of show is supposed to be on Ficos TV. Like this kind of a musical talk show, street vox pop or whatever. Like, but now, if you don't have audience, who will watch that thing? Have you talked to yourself before? Have you actually tell yourself the truth? Like those content you are creating, that you are spending, those small people are spending so much money for content creation, but they don't have audience to watch it. So you see a content that they spend hard money. Some of them spend close to 200, 500,000. They don't have audience to watch it. So the point I'm trying to make is that for YouTube, your audience is number one, not your content. I repeat, for YouTube, your audience is number one, not your content. So that means, how do you know your audience if you don't test? I know my audience. I know that my audience are young people. I know that my audience are between the age of 18 to 45. But this audience, this range of audience have different content they engage with. How do I know which they engage with if I don't test? That's why I mentioned A/B test then. I say even in Nigeria, you have to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H test. What I mean by that is that you need to test whole lots of content faster before you now see a performing one. If you see a very good performing one, based on you are a solopreneur, what I mean by solo, you are one-man squad. You don't have lots of staff. That one that is performing very well, what do you do on it? You hammer on it to gather the audience. So when you now gather those audience, then those your thoughts, those your concept that you have that people are not engaging with before, you can now start dropping it in between those engaging content. Am I making sense? So most people, what they do is that they create content for themselves. They just like that they want to sit in a very cool environment and do. But your audience, the people that you have on that platform are not engaging with that content. So why don't you test a whole lot of things and see what is actually working? Then remove your emotion. When I mean remove your emotion, it might not be what you like. What I use in building Ficos TV from 0 to 8K or from 0 to 1. We are close to 1. I think we're 1 point something, 1.5 million now views. The whole channel. I discovered that it's one content that was doing very well. What did I do? Since I was visually the only one or 1 or 2 person that are doing it, so we shut down the other thing because we don't have the resources to push the other content yet. We started doing that one that was pushing the brand. That's why we're able to grow for 6 months quickly. I don't tell you the secret though. It looks simple, Abi. When I say, but I know this thing before, now why know they do them? Because you are not put your emotion out of it. So your audience first when it comes to YouTube content creation. Then there are some technicalities, but those technicalities are not too important. What I mean that some people think is two body. For YouTubers, they think it's two body. They think it's hashtag. They think it's tags. It's not. I checked the analytics. If you check the analytics of my channel, most of my content were pushed by YouTube. Were suggested by 80% of my content were not pushed by hashtag. Were not pushed by search tags. Were pushed. YouTube used their hand to send people my content because why? It's good. That's what people want to see. Because they saw that people were engaging with it, so they push it to more people to keep them on the platform. The essence why these social media platforms are there is to keep people on the platform. So if you create a content that can keep people on the platform, trust me, they will help you to push it without you paying them a dime. I told you 85% of my content I pushed by YouTube and Facebook. I'm doing very well on Facebook too. My videos are doing very well. I've hit the 1 million mark also in my views on Facebook. My Facebook reach is about 15,000 followers plus. I don't really consider much of it because YouTube is where the main game is when it comes to video. So remove your emotion when you want to create content for YouTube. Test. The point I'm trying to do, test. That means go over lots of things quickly. You can do that in 3 months. You can figure it out in 3 months. You don't need the whole year to do that. That boils down to your own hard work. What I mean by hard work, that means you create one content today, tomorrow you create another one, next tomorrow you create another. So you keep creating and see which is, and sometimes YouTube will not pay attention to you till after like 3 weeks. So you might discover the content you create like 2 weeks ago, it doesn't, like yesterday doesn't perform. They want, after like a month, you see that particular content is the one that is performing. So when you come back and see that one particular content that you have on that your platform has done close to 3,000 without you moving a finger, you should know that thing, there's something that you did there that is right. All you need to do is to duplicate that process. Then your channel grows. Did I reveal any secrets? You want to ask question? Okay. So ask question. So I think I've talked. See, that is the best secret I can actually release. If you can actually do this. Did I speak Latin? Did I? Please answer me. Did I say anything that is technical? English. Or maybe I'm not able to speak English. Or maybe I should speak Pidgin. But that is the truth. Your audience first. Test. What I'm saying, 2 things I've said. Test. That means run through lots of content. Don't be lazy. Run through, do lots of content, like 3, 4, 5. Even for your business, do lots of content. Anyone that is doing very well, that people are engaging with, start doing that one. So we throw the question to the floor. I think we have very less time. Ben, you have a question? Or you have something to say? Okay, ladies first. Sorry. He was actually raising his hand.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you said, did you speak Latin a little bit? Well, when you said remove emotions, can you just be plain about what do you mean by remove emotions?
When I mean remove emotion, what I mean simply is that now, like what I'm doing now is what I really, really love. But you know that this content will not do well on YouTube right now because of my brand, because of the kind of person I am right now. People doesn't know me yet. I think I'm somebody like who is one of the popular person. In the case you're doing this show, trust me, you have more than 10 million views right now because it's a big brand. So why I'm saying this particular content I'm doing is one of those contents for my personal brand. But for 5 course, what I'm saying that there's a particular content we started on 5 course. Music, I think we started music, creating music. We discovered that content was not, but it was taking so much money from us. So the comedy, the content that has flavor of comedy was the one that was doing very well. And I don't really like anything that is like, no, comedy is somehow like, it's childish kind of. I'm not saying comedy is childish. What I'm saying that is not, I like anything that is like, for someone like I like something that is serious, like, professional. But I have to withdraw and say, boy, this thing, no be you. It's the people that are watching. That's what I mean. So I now say, okay, I'm going hard on comedy since it's the right thing to do. What I'm not doing the wrong thing. I'm not saying comedy is bad. What I'm saying that for me, Ficus TV will not be doing comedy now. I would like to do shows like what most TV stations are doing. I like to do that, but that is not what my platform need audience. And to get that audience, I pull all my emotion. I do the comedy first. That's what I mean by removing emotion. Okay. 3 minutes. So quick.
All right. My name is Benny Odumu. I work for the Masters. I'm a brand identity designer. But my little input I want to make now is about video content. Creative video content is not about making things look beautiful. It's the collection of information and interpretation for a particular function, like what you said. When you get this information there for some particular function, the video guy there, the Dennis Bedula talked about sound. One thing about video, you have to connect emotions to it. There are some video that if you see, some person will save them. Once they see them, they will keep them. What triggered me, I want to applaud you for something you did. I saw a video concerning video marketing. I was like, okay, I think this guy is going somewhere. That was what triggered me to be here. If you had given me a static design, like you just send me a design and say video, I wouldn't be triggered. But you did a video like, yeah, this thing is going on and that. I was like, okay, this is balance. And one thing about creativity is the search for solution. This is our current television. Television sales are going down now. I can put it to you that television for now is just a decoration in the house. But this is our new television. Everybody has this in their hands. So if you do your video, you need to connect emotions to it. And one thing about emotion, simplicity is taking, minimalism is taking the order of the day. So whatever thing you're trying to do, just keep it minimal so that people can communicate with it. It can be memorable. But these days I see some video very cumbersome. Some persons are making identity mistake. You cannot be doing a marketing video for your brand and you are putting on something else on your cap and all that. These are the little mistake people do, and their videos don't fly like that. So, like when you talk about using phone and all that, digitally things are going wide like that. So, when I say creativity is a search for solution, ideas will come that will take over everything. But people should understand that they should keep it simple. Don't make anything stress anybody. Like the kind of some videos, you see somebody doing a video for a local production and you hear the kind of music, they'll begin to play foreign music in those videos. But so as time goes on, just help me, because what brought me here is really the strategy for 2020. Or else you are telling me that everything you've given me now is a strategy for 2020. But if you can eat more on strategy, so that I know what to. I've been listening to marketing. You have given me the importance of video, so you can hit me on strategy and let me just take note of that. Thank you.
In the crowd. Want to say something? Okay, no, the strategy. I think we mentioned some strategy.
I was not okay.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. My name is Adeyemi Wisdom. I'm a graphic designer, and I want to ask. You said you remove emotions from your YouTube video post and the rest of them. Now, looking at what you do now, for now, that's not what you want to do. That you're currently doing online, the videos you put up on YouTube. Now, how long would you do that until you begin to do what you want to do?
Okay, thank you. So a quick one. You know, this emotion stuff. Most advice I don't trigger the wrong emotions. Now, when I mean emotion, I'm not saying I'm emotional about my brand, Ficus TV. I'm deadly, like, you can't separate me from it. Like, I have like 3 brands: Ficus TV, Picture Bank, and Inemi Koto, a fashion brand. Now, but Ficus TV right now is like my newborn baby. What I mean that the emotion is on the brand, not on the content. What I mean by emotion is this. Please let me repeat it again. I need audience. So whatever I do to get people on that platform, illegal. Sorry. Legal. Don't forgive me. Legal. Please. Edit this part if you are here. Legal, please. I will never do anything illegal. Legal. And it's right. YouTube is serious now. Look, do content on YouTube now is not being so. Right now, those of you that want to go and start now. It's more difficult to. Because we are already, like, we don't already reach. It's another game, like, listen, but what I'm saying that any content that is doing well, when I mean remove emotion, use that one to drive your audience first. Then, now, the other ones that you love, you can start dropping in between. If you go to Ficus TV now, you discover the content that are driving engagement are not the best of the contents. They are the content that people love. The best of the contents there that they actually paid me for are not doing well. So imagine now that one that they paid me for. What I mean is that one they paid me for. Are you with me? That one that they paid me for. I said, okay, let me remove the one that is driving the engagement and do the one that they paid me for only. Would they have ever paid me? So that means they saw the audience first. You need audience. Whatever you're doing, whether you're a business or you need audience. So that's why I'm saying the first thing you should do is to gather the audience legally. As far as you are obeying YouTube laws, you are obeying the country, your country origin law, you are not doing any practice that is against your profession. Do it and drive the audience. Then you can now start Now, 2020, we are going to be curating more of the content that we love because we already have the audience there. So I can now start doing a show that people will just come and talk. Ficus TV talks doesn't drive Ficus TV right now. So me doing more of talk on Ficus TV, I'm killing that brand. It's going to take me a long time to grow. It will grow. It will. But but I need the traction faster. That is the essence of what I'm saying. This particular content I'm creating is eternal. This content will drive audience with time, but it's going to take longer time. But I need Ficons TV to be on its feet as fast as possible. That's why I need audience. So whatever I'm going to put on Ficons TV right now has to be what my audience wants, not what me want now. I'll put what I want now later. I think from 10K, that is my goal. That's why I say the first strategy I wrote to have a goal. My goal is that from 10K, when I hit it, I'll hit 10K before the end of this year. We're at 8.2 now, 8.2K now. I think by 10K, when I hit that 10K, then I can now start dropping these shows on Ficons TV. I see when I say the emotion part is off. So that's what I mean. So don't get me wrong that this boy is not emotional. I am very, very. So, any question? No question. I think the time, it's just.
I just wanted to explain a little bit more in terms of, you said when you drop content here and there, just A, B, C, D, E, then you discover the one that is engaging, you said that we should, there's a word you use there, like hammer more. I want to get more.
Hammer more is me. What I mean hammer more is that the particular content that, now, look, that is one of the strategies that you should take home. Go and do A, B, C, D, E. In Nigeria, you go do reach Z. They say A and B test. Online, they say A, B, C, D test. But Nigeria, you go do reach Z. That means A, B, C, D, E, F. And I think the time you do it, not that I don't use the whole year to do it. You don't have time. Oh. Do it. See, do your test in 2 months. You can do A, B, C, D to Z testing. You can drop content. Only that you will not sleep. So you discover, and that is what internet, they will push it for you if it's good. Get the technical skills. Go and learn how to curate for a particular platform they're going to. If you want to learn how to curate for Tubi, you don't need to come to. If you come to me, I'll charge you. I can do it for you. I'll charge you at a fee. But if you can go to YouTube and learn how to create, know the practices so that you're not going to do something that will put you in trouble. Right now, YouTube is tight because they are paying people. They are paying me. Let me say, don't come and beg me money. The money is not there. I'm making a whole lot of money from YouTube. But the point is this: the audience. Do your test faster. You can do that test in 3 months. I did my own test in 2 months. That I create whole lots of content and I was able to identify one. I did up to, I think I can't really mention how many, but I did up to 8 or 9 contents. But one was doing well and I dropped the rest for the whole year. I was not doing any other thing. It was that one. If you go to the Ficons, you see, you should know now. You should know when somebody is doing something, go and check. So hammer more on that one. If you discover Ficons TV now, there is one particular content, I'm not going to mention it, that I'm hammering more like every day. Why? Because I need to drive my audience first. When my audience are there, then I can now start pushing. Put your hands together. K Baba is in the house, although you are done. I told him that you should not be coming to I told him that you should not be coming to my event late. He don't come late today. Last time he come late now, so we leave around. So I'm going to give him some time to talk. But the point I'm trying to say, please don't get me wrong. Your content is number one. Your audience is number one. Your content is number 2. Then yourself number 3. Yourself should be the last. Consider people that are watching. Those people are there. This guy gave it. It's 1.5 billion people on YouTube. They are there. People are ready to watch your content, whatever content you want to create. They are ready to give you money. We're actually making money now because we have content. If you don't have content, you don't have people, nobody will pay attention to you. Who is going to pay attention to you? You need the numbers. How do you get the numbers? By content. What is the content that they want? That is what you should go after. I will make. So I think I made my point. Before I shut down, I'm going to shut down. I'm not going to take anything. So today is my wedding anniversary. I told my wife to come. See, you want to do your house, no, they support you. No, she supports me. She's one of the sponsors of the Inebi Koto is one of the sponsors of this brand. She's supposed to be here. Today is my wedding anniversary. People are not even clapping. 2 years. God damn it. 2 years in the business. Easy. A second edition. No, second edition. Okay, so I finished. I'm in the 3rd round now. You know what it means to marry in Nigeria for 2 years. You had to ask this guy. He never even think of it. Ask this guy. They never the reason. Without sponsorship. Now, today's my wedding anniversary. I told my wife to come around, but she refused to come. If you're watching this, you take me out there. I'm not taking you anywhere. You see, I never even post about them. So if you're watching this, you are late. You are done. So, K Baba, you are here. So you have to say something. I am Alga. He's the pioneer of this. It is the kind of. He's the one that gave. Yes. So. 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
No, I can't. No, I can't talk.
Okay, 1 minute.
No, I can't talk.
Okay, 1 hour.
Okay, I'll be brief. I have to be honest.
Scale of honor is keeping us.
What's the essence of telling you? No, the people out there, they are not even complaining because they are not paying. They are even enjoying it. Now we hear the rush. Now they no say why you the rush now. Then give you this place free. Okay, first of all, let me thank Austin and the panelists. I was listening, and I want to say this, please. I think one of our biggest setback operating from this city as creative is we are short of content. When you go online, like somebody will say, most of the skits you see coming from Lagos, as a comedian, I've noticed I'm facing competition from the boys from Edo, House of Laughter, MC Casino, Edo Pikin, and the rest of them. They are giving them run for their money, and it has been very good. Of course, I expect my friends. I don't do skit as a comedian. I don't do skit. It's not my thing. I don't know how to carry cure, but I know it's not my thing. But I've tried to talk to some of my friends. People begin to ask what represents you. When you want to look at an entertainer, what represents you? When they go online, when they go on YouTube, when they search your name as a musician, as a comedian, even as a fashion designer, even as a graphic designer, everything, when they go online, they want to see content that represents you, and that content is good enough to make them feel this person is good. So when I want to look at Young Andy, I go to his blogs. I'm going to look at news that were created and attached to his name. If he says he's a video guy, I want to go to his page and see the music videos or the short films or the movies he has produced. That's what the world has turned into. So you must understand that you need to have things that represent you out there, and that's what I've been trying to do this year, and it has become a better and a more visible year for me. No way my phone no go ring. And it has become a better and a more visible year for me, and this is the truth. The reason why it's still hard for us in Nigeria is data is too expensive, honestly speaking. If our government understands this fact and makes it affordable, they just talk, they need to do blah, 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 tell MTN, bring down a globe. If they understand that fact and understand that the new currency, the currency of the 21st century is data, you see a lot of things, a lot of us will make money. Because we're not getting enough views. Some of you, if you view things here, 2 minutes, you don't like say data on a kidney. When I know one year say something happened to our kidney, when I go just come out. Yeah. So I just wish it becomes affordable, so that you can explore, and so that people can explore things that have to do with you. But before the data becomes affordable, you must make yourself accessible. You must make your content available, so that when people manage to go where they will see free Wi-Fi and they start searching anyhow, let them search you. Let them search you. It has gone to the point. I recommended a comedian in Lagos. I'm not very good with traveling, sorry. And somebody wanted to do something. I recommended a friend. They said, please, we want to see his YouTube channel. Please, can we see his performance? It has gone beyond the point is, are you popular? They want to see what represents you. Benny will tell you most times, if they have to recommend him and you want to quote a huge price, they want to say, can we see some of his design? Even when they know you most times, can we see his current design? That's what the world has gotten into. Please, I want to say this. I'm emphasizing, they've talked about marketing and the rest of them, but I'm telling you that we need to take up the challenge and say, this is my phone, and this phone has a camera. What do I do? And how can I bring the reality of what I do into the camera, and I put it up there for people to see and know that this is me. Some of the pastors you know today from across the world, you didn't know them years ago. They just started doing small print. There's this guy I like so much. Some of you like him, Stephen Ford. She has never gone to his church. That guy has one of the strongest media team globally when in terms of churches worldwide. When I say strongest, they will take a message of him. They will cut 1 minute. They will cut 3 minutes. They will cut 5 minutes. They will put the full message. They will cut point. They will also do editing of crowd response. Where he was saying, well, crowd, and you will say this preaching is sweet too. But some people were sleeping. Maybe some people were sleeping. So we need to understand this, please. Whether you're a motivational speaker, whether you're a fashion designer, whether you are a painter, whether you are a comedian, whether you are a compere, whatever you are, you need to ask yourself, do I have content on social media? When people Google me, years ago when you Google me, now one Indian man they show. You come like the man they said juju self. Yeah, but by the grace of God, with the help of people like Austin, when you Google me, you will see certain things that have to do like Tomorrow is Funny, Bachelors Are Talking, and a couple of my stand-up performance. So please take advantage. The world is moving, and all of the apps that you need to make money from are coming out. People are making money. Somebody blew my mind. In fact, my senior brother blew my mind. There's an app, you subscribe 500 naira monthly. 500 naira monthly. And over 100,000 people are subscribing for that app. Do you know that the owner is making at least 50 million naira monthly? You will never know. You will never know. And yet some people are doing prostitute and 9 men are hitting them every day. Of course, you will never know. That's simple things. That's one of the things I'm waiting. I'm opening a streaming company in the next 6 months or so. Precisely middle of next year, in the next 6 months. But when I was talking to someone blew my mind. And most times I come back, I share with him because it's like one of my major partner in the cause of it. That there are boys who sit down and they create video games. You see all those video games you see when you go to Play Store. Now some small children. Video game, and you download it and you see advert pop up. The boys are making money from their advert. It has gone to that level. Please get your content. And when you get your content, please, quality is important. And this is the biggest, 2 more things I'll say, but this is the biggest part of it. Some of you are too lazy in sharing your content. You want others to share for you. That's the problem. I don't want to use Port Harcourt because I don't believe in that word. The problem with Port Harcourt, everyone who has used that word, no one has given us a solution yet. Their problem, big past our problem. But let me not use that word. It's a Nigerian problem. When you have your content, it is you who has the responsibility to market it first. Sponsored ad will help you, but I think if you learn to market organically, it goes a long way. If you're on my WhatsApp list, I broadcast you my content. If you complain, I remove you from your list. I delete my phone. I'm not doing it like 3 times a day, 1 time. Most times I do 2 times a week, sometimes 3 times a week. But anybody that complains, I say, you never even watch, they complain. What have you done for me? I'll block you now. You're even privileged to have my number. Some of them will laugh, say, okay, let me go and watch. I'm telling you, because your friends owe you that. Form a network of people sharing your content. That's what I do. And especially when you see acceptance, I've cut almost everything out. I'm focusing more on Tomorrow is Funny because of the response I'm getting. Everybody, this thing, one pastor carried and dropped in his youth group, that young ND their own. I can't happy, no be that part where they talk bad thing. Yeah. But please, when you find that content that people love, that people admire, focus on it. Give your best. Happy anniversary, madam. Your husband has been gossiping you here. Some of the things he said, if I tell you, you will be very angry. Today's your anniversary. You didn't even give him food. Did you give him food? How did we know? He doesn't eat in the morning. But he didn't tell us like that. He has been complaining here that he was begging you to come and you say because it's not burial, you are not coming. Please, let's clap for her. Happy marriage anniversary. So finally, let me say this, please. In creating content, you need to find, you can't pay a lot of people now. Make friends with experts that are very useful. I build conscious relationship. Even in my Facebook, at once happy birthday pop, I delete people that are not supposed to be there. I go to people on my pending request list and confirm them. So I take like 3 people out daily. I put 3 people out. And before I put the 3 people, I go to their picture. I check what's in their picture. You wear singlet. If you man, you use woman picture. As far as it's not your wife, I won't add you. Now, please, I want to beg you. In all of these things they have said, if they don't tell you the truth, you will spend a lot of money. You need to build relationship consciously. Build relationship that can prove to be very productive and supportive. The friends that I have in this town are choosing carefully, and I will keep doing that. I don't choose friends because I want to benefit from them alone. It's a mutual benefit. I've tried my best to create that mutual, because it's not because Benny is my friend. Only me they suck for Benny. One day I told someone, "Yeah, that Baba buy something for Baba." I said, "Which day you go buy for me? If only me they buy for you, I go broke. I go die. So when you buy for me, I buy for you. You buy for me, I buy." Now so me and Bokwa they carry chop. You go buy on Monday, I buy on Tuesday, buy on Monday, buy on Tuesday. So please, I want to beg you people, because we're talking about content and marketing. Build conscious relationship that can be very helpful. It will help you. Conscious relationship. Stop following people that have no value to you. Some girls, of course, in this town that don't go to church, they are my very close friend. I know that when they share my things, there is a particular market that I get into. I'm like the only comedian who has huge on both sides. If I call gospel people, they will full street. If I still go and call secular people, they will full street. I don't follow just church people alone. I follow all class of people. Of course, that's why you can see Believe All is my friend as a blogger. I still need Young Andy as my friend as a blogger, because Young Andy knows a lot of stupid people that will benefit me. This other guy knows a lot of responsible people that will benefit me. So I build that relationship carefully. I go to their posts. There are some things Young Andy posts that I should be saying you are very stupid. I'll go there and just laugh, idiot. Of course. I need him. You get my point. He's my friend, one of my most wonderful friends. As my wife would say, this is your friend, they try for you. And I'm also trying to try for him as well. I'm telling you the truth. Marketing him, add value, build those relationships. I've been creating relationship with Dennis, and I'm writing short script. And the person say he has a movie producer. I say, don't bring. I don't get money for your person you go produce. I have a video producer. Because I built relationship with Dennis, Dennis will come shoot the movies for me. And we'll now put it online and share our profits and do it that way. Who are you following? Who are your friends? You can't do this content business. And the people you follow are the people who hate camera. When you give them phone, no, I know phone, I know camera, I know people say, I beg. When you post something, no, the broadcast, I know like broadcast, I know sabi share. What are you following them for? Please, consciously now, look for people that have huge followership that can share your content, people that can edit, people that can suggest, people that can tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Like most comedians in this town, they want you to tell them what they want to hear. Joke no funny. They tell me and say this joke no sweet. No, Baba, you don't understand them well. I so yeah, funny. That's what you want to hear. But what you want to hear will not take you far as what you need to hear. So it's really going to help you. Please consciously build relationship everywhere. Find the people that can fan your flame. Find those people, and when you bring them together, marketing becomes easier. And when marketing becomes easier, visibility and profitability becomes easier as well. God bless you. Thanks for your time.
Yes. Baba, it took more than 30 minutes. You're going to buy lunch for all of us. Baba, I've given lots of strategy. Although I didn't say it like, but he gave lots of strategy. Plus the one I gave. So, Benny, you got some strategy. I say we didn't say about strategy. That's why I put him on the bill. I know Greek column. Because I fear. But thank God he came. So let me just run through the strategy for the last time before I go, so that he took some of the time, but not to worry. I think this content is good. Abi? Is it not good? Yeah. Are we wasting time? No. All right, we're not wasting time. So let me go through the strap for those of us that are watching right now. Some of you are coming now. This is not all. He gave something that was not even here. So one of them is set a real goal. Sit down and set a real goal. Establish your KPI, key performing indicators, those things that you check and say, okay, this thing will perform. Ficus TV, the first month, second month, we didn't get up to 10 subscribers. Third month, we didn't get up to 20 subscribers. But trust me, the fifth and the sixth, we grew from 10 to how many? 3,000. Baba was here when I showed him. I think the first time I showed him was 3K. Yeah. I think it was 3K in that place. I said, Baba, see 3,000. I knew Baba when I got to 3,000. I see Baba even go Ficus TV. He saw that I was making money already. So he was interested in making money too on YouTube. But he saw that the thing was. So I grew from 3,000 to 8,000 with like 2-3 months. So most time KPI is what you actually need when you are starting up. KPI, very important. Those things that you check, analytics, Google, and that's why you need to go and get the skills. Most times, I told the initial thing I say collaboration. Let's stop all these meeting people for collaboration first. Some things don't need collaboration. Those your dreams. Plenty people get and don't meet them, so it do not make sense to them. So it's just to get some skills. Learn how to edit your videos. Learn how to do your graphics. Simple graphics. Then when you want to do I have a graphic designer. He's my graphic designer. I have videos editors. I have lots of people that see, but there are some things I want to do immediately. This guy will not be, his phone will not go through. I'll open my laptop and do it now and post it now. Basic. As a startup, you need to do that. I think those are the strategies too now, Abi. So go and learn this basic so that you not be jumping around, going around. Port Harcourt, no they support ourselves, no they support ourselves, no they support ourselves. Shut up. You support people, you don't support. So support your own self first. I don't even say all those things. They know they support me. Nope, my wife is just coming now. Who is the first person that's supposed to support me? To be here first. Not my wife. She just they come. so Port Harcourt, I'll now start blaming Port Harcourt. That is far off.
No, for me that's an entitlement.
It's entitlement.
Yes.
So the person that I married, I paid bride price, is just coming and I'm blaming somebody in the next street. So you see, remove your emotion. Create content that people will support you for free. I told you I supported Dr. Bass because of this young man's video. I've given Dr. Bass 2 events. Live stream, 150K. Now they charge. I gave it for free. Now it made me know him. I don't know whether he paid the guy, but this guy did not create that video. Dr. Bass will not see that thing from me. Trust me. So start with what you have. So go hard on the figure out the best content by having an A/B testing consistently. I told you now, that one I've said it over and over. Test, but Kebaba said something again. He said tomorrow is funny, is performing better. So he has said something that's going to hit hard on tomorrow is funny. That is it. So so those one that is performing, he had lots of content on his platform, but that one that is performing well, all he needs to do is to go hard on those ones. Then he gather the audience that he's looking for. 6, create small version of your big videos, short videos. Now, sorry, I'm going to take small time for this. Please, music, because I mentioned in my post, music and comedy. Now, music people, listen to me right now. I know these things. Whether I never blow, whether I blow. If you like, listen. If you like, no listen. When I go blow, you will come meet me. I'll charge you big money. Now, listen to me carefully. Music people, go and find a way to produce your music. Are you listening to what I'm saying? What I'm saying is this: you are supposed to be dropping as a new artist. I read all lots of people blog. There's some person that are posting. I think there's one particular guy. He asked a question that how many times are you supposed to drop a song? Some people will say 4 times in a month. This era, 4 times in a year. Sorry, 4 times in this era. Music artists every month. I know an artist, 3 of them here. Das, go and Google him on YouTube. He does his video himself. He shot the video. It's one camera video. The camera go face him. He go off shirt, tear his shirt, throw him inside air. Clean video, clean audio. He posts every month. His latest video, Dear God. I don't know if you have listened to that. I think some of you should have seen that. Dear God. He has 11 point something million views. The recent video he created. That video was shot by him. That means he's this tripod and the camera. He said you don't have money for tripod and you won't blow. You don't have money for camera of 15,000, you won't blow. You don't have money for phone of 15,000, you won't blow. But you are recharging your phone 6,000 naira in a month. Every month. So there are some basic skills a musician needs to get right now. How to produce your own music. If you don't have money to go and pay producers to be doing for, because if you meet a producer to produce the music for you every month, they'll be charging you. But you can learn the basic skills of creating short music or doing a cover of people's video. That means your content as a musician is difficult anyway. It's every month with video. It's difficult, but that is a game. Trust me. Well, I've heard of Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran. Yeah. Well, I've heard of Justin Bieber. Abi, I'm just mentioning the people that blow through YouTube. May not be like say you need to go meet somebody. I don't send don't just the message. You know they hear, you know they see my track. This is my hit track. Before Don Jazzy will listen to you. If Don Jazzy see that your video is having 15 million views and you send him a message, he will respond immediately. If Don Jazzy saw your video, it has 100 million views organically. If you send him a message, he will respond immediately. And those are those platforms that are there for you. Go. It doesn't take more than 3 years to blow for music. For right now. I'm not lying. I'm dropping my phone. I'm not lying. To blow now for music, comedy. I'm telling you because I know what I'm talking about. YouTube, comedy, music, Nigeria right now. Those 2 contents if you do it very well, consistently, you go blow. If you start today, you know blow after 3 months. Sorry, after 3 years. You know blow after 3 years. Come. Any money I make, throw out for the 3 I'll give you. I don't give you anyway. But listen, it's possible if you are consistent. Musician every month, comedy, skits every week. Now walk. Now the part where people know they like to sit down and walk. That type now they work hard. I create content for Ficus TV visually every week. But now I don't do that anymore. Because it's growing organically. I'll still do it. I'm putting out a team together that will be putting content on Ficus TV every day. That is the YouTube strategy. That is the best YouTube strategy. Every day. Now I'm talking about strategy. I'm talking about putting the team together because I've had some money already. But what if you don't have the money? That means you have to do everything yourself. So go after YouTube. Music, go after it. Seriously, go after YouTube. I've told you about Real El Prince. Those are the people you need to go. Write their name. Real El musician, Real El Prince. That's Real El Prince. And I knew Real El Prince through Instagram. He creates short videos of his music work. 1 minute. What Dr. Bass was doing that he's not doing again. He don't blow. So Dr. Bass, I mentioned Dr. Bass. Identify and allocate resources. You know that you don't have so much money. So the particular one you are doing, the only you can manage, start doing it till you grow. Create video content calendar. Have a calendar. Like what I'm doing now is what is part of my content calendar. I mean, if you know, I did this like 3 months ago, 3 months ago. I did 4 weeks straight. So I told myself I'm going to do 6. Is it 6? No. I'm going to do 5 in this year. Professional like this. I've done some short one in my homes. But so I'm going to put this thing together 5 times in a year. And this is the last one. I have lots of jobs this week, but I just have to squeeze out today and do it. Those are the calendar. You need to have those calendar because this thing I'm doing now might not actually pay me now. But trust me, in the next 2 to 3 years, because of the brand I'm building, it will start paying me. That is a part people don't like. As they do this thing now, they won't begin to make money from them. You know, go work. I don't get plenty of them. They tell me this story. So identify and allocate resources. Create video content and run ad consistently. I don't want to talk much about ad. I'm an ad addict. I do ad a lot. I do ad. That is what I use to making money. I don't charge less than 100K. So when people meet me to do ad for them, I tell you because that is the only way you can get real value. I say 100,000. That's why I don't even meet small people. If you meet me, I'll tell you what to do. I go for brands. If you don't have 100,000 to give me for me to create an ad for you, because that is the only way you can actually get traction, especially when you are starting afresh. You don't have anything. You have not done it before. So I don't want to talk much about ad, but ad is another surest way. I saw Dr. Bass ad, as I was saying in his content. Remarketing. What does remarketing mean? I didn't say so much about remarketing. Means now video remarketing. That is one of the biggest thing ever on the internet right now, especially for YouTube. I have a remarketing audience right now, Ficus TV. Let me tell you the numbers. Should I tell you the numbers? If I tell you the numbers, you'll be shocked. Do you know what that number means? I have a remarketing, and that's why I need to go and learn the skill on how to do this thing. Because initially, I did a YouTube. I did one of the artists here. I set up his YouTube. His remarketing audience. His video is not up to 200 views here, but his marketing audience now is close to 200. I think it was 3 days ago. Now, Ficus TV remarketing audience right now is close to, I think the last time I checked, is close to 600,000 persons that have seen my content that can actually do an ad showing them. So that's what remarketing audience means. That is people that have seen your content before. You capture them. This platform has those ability. You put them in a container. So okay, you know somebody that have seen you before. When you're talking to the person, like most of you that have seen me now, imagine me meeting you on the street. I say, boss, I beg. Where I figure this? You know you respond to me better because you have actually seen me before. So that's what remarketing does. So if you capture a remarket audience, you can actually show them your content for them to take decisions for business people and also for musicians. To grow your fan base too, you need to run an ad. And the only way you can get you can actually use the remarketing audience is through ad. So that's why I say you need to go and learn these skills on how to do this thing. So if you don't know how to do it, you can meet me, I'll teach you at a fee. Or you can actually go to YouTube. Madam is smiling. Or you can actually go to YouTube and search how to configure your stuff properly. But trust me, you can ask me questions. Take my number from now. Ask me any question about YouTube on WhatsApp. I can't sit down and train you. If I have to, I'm telling you now so that nobody will come and meet me and say, come and train me how to. come and set it up for me. I'll charge you. But you can actually make your research and confirm. I'll give you support, lifetime support. WhatsApp, my WhatsApp. If you go to austinokolo.com/webinar, go to the down page. You see my WhatsApp link there. Click on it. You send me message directly. If you go to that platform now, you can send me. So you don't need to get my number here if you are. So get it so that we can actually start talking after that. Are you with me? So any other question before we shut down? We have taken lots of time. Any other question before we can shut down? My wife is here. Put your hands together for Inemi Kotor. My wife. There's a content I'm coming up in 2020 with my wife. Yes, my wife. Me and my wife, people like seeing both of us together. I don't know why. They don't like seeing me too much. Now my wife, they like see. I don't know why. So we are coming with my wife. So put your hands together for Inemi Kotor again. Say hi to the people now. So thank you all for coming. Is there any other thing we have not said that we want to? Let's just say it before we go. We have actually taken time, or let's just say we have actually taken time. Any other thing? Okay, Baba. Any other thing you want to ask? Ask Keo. Keo has a depth. See, this particular thing I'm doing is the one that inspired me in creating stuffs like this. This is one person I follow like back to back. I do things with him like I don't question his decision wherever I do because I believe so much in what he does. He's consistent. That is so. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for watching. Please, let's keep this relationship together. How do we keep it together? Let's connect on WhatsApp. You can get my WhatsApp number from me. You can get it from any other, or if you can meet me, we talk about your dream. When I say collaboration, please don't get me wrong. You can meet me for collaboration, but it should be detailed. You can meet any of us with collaboration. I'm not saying, but most times that people actually go after collaboration because they want to just waste your time. So if it's detailed, like Baba say about collaboration, what he's talking about collaboration is anytime when Baba say we won't collaborate, I'm already on board. I'll tell him, look, I'm on board because I know that there's something that is coming out for me. So we can collaborate. Meet me, let's do collaboration wherever. As far as your project is defined, not that so we can collaborate. Thank you all. Thank you for everybody that come to join me. Dennis, thank you for coming. Ima, thank you for coming. Young Andy, the Mr. Controversial, thank you for coming at short notice. And my man, Content God, ONJ Shedrak, thank you for coming. And thank you all for watching. Sorry we take this so much time because of it will never happen again. Forgive me. Thank you all for watching. God bless you. Bye. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.